Wenger's people! Wenger's people!
Hi there, Titans, and welcome back to the greatest Division 5 high school west of the Mississippi. As most of you know, the STAR testing and SATs is coming up, and it has gotten a lot of kids at this high school a little nervous. In fact, some have resulted into desperate measures.
We're not gonna take it. Oh no, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it.
What you talking about, Wenger?
However, there is one young man who's excited for any test he can get his little paws on. He is pumped up for the upcoming SATs and would take the STAR testings if it were allowed. Some say this man is the smartest kid to come out of Lake Elsinore, and LA Times has called him the New Age Einstein with a little bit of soul. His name is Brandon Jackson, and he is the shining light of hope in this dark cloud over Lake Elsinore. So tell us, Mr. Jackson, how smart are you?
Well, that's very interesting that you would bring that up. Because the inquisitive nature within itself is a very complex matter. In
What
fact,
is this guy talking about?
is a
I
mystery
wish he'd stop talking.
by Darwin's
My
theory.
head hurts.
When I say Darwin's theory of illiteracy,
What color underwear am I wearing?
in short, I'm no smarter than the average bear.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. Well, just to show how smart this young man is, we will have our own academic Jeopardy, where Mr. Jackson will be facing the so-called smartest kids at Temescal Canyon. And I doubt that any of you are as excited as I am. For I have not been this excited since they captured Saddam Hussein. And now, to the competition. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first Academic Jeopardy. Please start by introducing your name, your IQ, and your grade point average. Starting with the young lady on the left.
Jillian Haney, IQ 170, GPA 4.29.
Aaron Lim, IQ 180, GPA 4.31.
Tori Perry, IQ 190, GPA 4.3.
Brandon Jackson, IQ 375, and GPA 4.5.
Question number 1. What is your all hypothesis on the war on terror? Yes, from team number 1.
Our hypothesis on the war on terror is that it is...
I'm sorry, that was too much time. Mr. Jackson, we'll turn it over to you.
The war on terror can be defined as a sad episode of Friends.
That's good enough for me. Jennifer Aniston, me and her could be pretty good friends, if you know what I mean. Question number 2. How did the American Civil War affect September 11th? Yes, from the very intelligent Mr. Jackson.
The Civil War reminds me of a scoop of ice cream on one day when I was in the first grade, September of the 11th.
Ice cream. I like that. 5 points.
Made absolutely no sense whatsoever. We're all now dumber for having to listen to that conversation. That didn't make sense.
I'm sorry. Question number 3. Name 3 characters from The Simpsons. Mr. Jackson, I believe you were the first one to press the buzzer.
I believe there is a Homer, a Bart, and Maggie.
Excellent characters, Mr. Jackson, and excellently chosen. Question number 4. The final question. What color underwear am I wearing? Mr. Jackson, fire away.
I'm gonna have to state a hypothesis. White boxer briefs, elastic band, Fruit of the Loom.
You are absolutely correct. How did you know that?
There's something wrong with that.
I don't know.
We have totaled up the points from both teams, and the winner of tonight's show is Mr. Professor Brandon Jackson. He is for real. Well, that does it for this edition of Wenger's People. I'll see you all next week.
Jackson, ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize. Sorry, Miss Jackson.
And then keep on rolling. You talked about ice cream. I don't like that. There's nothing better than a great, big, dark,
Brandon Jackson, IQ 3.75. Stretch with it, huh? So, 3.75. Jackson, IQ 3.75, and GPA